Welcome to Station 7. At this station, Ziad and Zaid tell new trainees what to expect in Trimesters 1 and 2.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our podcast. My name is Zaid Dakhil and here with me Ziad Abkar. And today hopefully we are going to answer the question what to expect from Trimester 1 and Trimester 2 in SRP institution.
In this episode, we will have some interviews with the students and some teachers who teach in SRP. First of all, we will have an interview with some students. They will give us some information about Trimester 1 and 2 in the academic year in SRP institution. Then we will have an interview with Mr. Musa. He is a teacher who teaches ESB course. And then we will have an interview with Mr. Abdurrahim. He is a teacher for ESB Health and Safety course and Foundation English. Now we will listen to an interview between Zaid Dakhil and Khalid Al-Aitabi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
First thing I want to say thank you for participating on our podcast.
Yeah, and thank you for having me here.
Good to have you here. Can you say your name and where are you from?
Okay. My name is Khalid Faisal Al-Aitabi. I'm from Dammam City, in Saudi Arabia.
I would like to ask you some question if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell me which cohort you are in?
I'm cohort 17, G3.
G3. That means you already finished trimester 1, right?
Yeah, we are now in trimester 2, half of it.
How many subjects did you have in trimester 1?
In trimester 1, we had 3 subjects, health and safety, ESP railways,
Yes.
and cutting edge English foundation.
Okay. IT?
Yeah, and IT.
When do the classes start and end?
Yeah, it starts at 8 a.m. and ends at 2 p.m.
How has your English improved so far?
Well, it improved greatly, because when I came here it was hard to speak with the other teachers. But when I participated more, I got to speak very fluently.
Okay. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, then thank you for interviewing me.
Thank you, Zaid Dakhil and Khalid Al-Aitabi. And now we will listen to a conversation between Ziad Abkar and Abdurrahman Al-Jamal. How are you doing?
I am doing great, thank you for asking.
What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Abdurrahman Al-Jamal and I am from Jeddah.
Nice, great. I would like to ask you some questions about this SRP institution, if you don't mind.
Yes, of course, go ahead.
Which cohort are you in?
I am in C17 G2.
That means you are in trimester 2, right?
Yes, indeed.
And how many classes do you have?
I have 5 classes a day.
Nice. What is the duration of each class?
Each class is approximately 16 minutes.
That means the duration of each class is 1 hour. Can you tell me more about how has your English improved so far?
My English has improved a lot since I came to SRP. The way of teaching here is great and very good compared to other institutions.
Nice, great. Actually, I would like to thank you for having an interview with you. Again, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And now we will listen to a conversation between Ziad Abkar, Zaid Dakhil, and Mr. Musa, who is a teacher who teaches ESB course in academic year of this SRP institution.
So, Mr. Musa, can you tell us about the ESP course? Yes, of course, Zaid. So basically the ESP course, it's a 1-year length course, and in that year, the trainees will study all the subjects that is available to them. And so, for example, rail transportation, which is a course that specializes in train driver studies. So if anyone wants to be a train driver, they that's the course for them. And then after that you've got S&T, which is electronics. So anyone that wants to go into signal and telecommunications, that's the course for them.
Fantastic.
But it's trimesterly, so every trimester there's basically a subject. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nice. So that would be third trimester.
So the third trimester is mechanical engineering, so traction and rolling stock. That's one of the subjects that we offer here at SRP.
Nice.
And that's one of the subjects that I teach. That's the final trimester. And each trimester, 3 months. And then there's a test at the end. There's 2 tests. There's one in the midterms, in the middle of the trimester, and there's one at the final basic until you get the trimester.
For each subject.
For each subject, yeah.
Yeah. And the subjects are divided from 3 books, right?
Correct, yes. Yeah, so there's 3 books. And then on completion, trainees will get a certificate. And that's over accomplishment and a grade as well.
Fantastic. Oh, actually, I would like to thank you for having an interview with you.
Thank you very much. It was short, but hopefully I will be joining this podcast in the future to update you with how things go.
Good to have you.
Thank you very much, guys. Pleasure.
And now we are going to have an interview with Mr. Abdurrahim. Welcome, Mr. Abdurrahim, to our podcast.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
So, Mr. Abdurrahim, I'm going to ask you some questions if you don't mind.
No problem.
Mr. Abdurrahim, how many courses do you teach?
Over the year, we have 2 courses as a lead teacher. First, we have Foundation English. For the Foundation English, there are 2 books that we use. For levels 1 and 2, we have the pre-intermediate, and for levels 3 and 4, we have intermediate. The book we use is called Cutting Edge.
Nice.
The book is split into either 14 or 12 chapters. Each chapter, it covers different topics: language vocab, listening skills, speaking skills, pronunciation. So the students get a chance to really improve their general English before the end of the year.
Amazing. So, what do students study in Foundation English course?
Well, Foundation English, like I said, is mainly general English. So there will be a lot of focus on vocabulary, grammar. Students will also improve their 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing, because these will be part of the final IELTS exam. So it's just to make sure that all the students have a good foundation of English. That's why it's Foundation English.
So, how many exams are the students required to do in this subject?
Each trimester has a midterm and a final. The midterm and final exams are on the IELTS format, but the book that we use, if we use book 2, which is the intermediate book, there are 12 units. After every second unit, so unit 2, 4, and 6, etc., there will be a unit test. The unit test will cover the vocabulary and grammar and other aspects that we study in those units.
Nice. So, is there a certificate that students will receive at the end of the course?
For the Foundation English, the certificate that the students will get will be the IELTS exam certificate at the end of the trimester 3. The other course we do is ESP, English for Specific Purposes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so the one we do is a health and safety book. For health and safety, there are actually 3 books that we cover over the 3 trimesters. Once the students have successfully completed the books and done the exams, then yes, there will be a certificate for the health and safety book as well.
Nice.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Abdurrahim, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Now we get to the end of our episode, which is presented by Ziad Abkar and Zaid Dakhil.
So, Ziad, can you give us a brief conclusion of what to expect from trimester 1 and 2?
Of course, actually, students in a based institution, the first academic year, they have to study 4 courses. The first course is Foundation English course, and ESB Health and Safety course, and IT. The last course is the ESB Railway. Zaid, can you tell me more about the IT course?
So the IT course is divided for the 3 trimesters. Each trimester we take an app and learn it from GFC Learning website. First course is Word, Microsoft Word. Second trimester, Microsoft Excel. Third trimester, PowerPoint.
Excellent. Actually, Zaid, I was so happy to have a member like you in my team.
Yes.
I really appreciate that.
Likewise, Mr. Ziad.
Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy our episode.